You know what I hate? Those bodybuilding videos where it's like a dude standing there with his shirt off rambling for 15 minutes just to give you one fucking tip. And then it's some complicated shit that you're never going to use anyway. When I started working out, there was so much info. It was basically the same as if there was no info. I was like, damn it, I don't give a shit about all this extra stuff. Just tell me what the fuck to do. So in this video, I'm going to tell you specifically how to work out, how to diet, how to build the best body you've ever had. This is targeted at beginner and intermediate level guys. I know there are tons of different things that work, but instead of giving you a shitload of options, I'm just going to tell you one thing that's guaranteed to work. And how do you know it works? Because it's exactly what I did. First, lifting weights. For the first month, lift 3 days a week, do 4 sets of each exercise, 10 reps per set, 2-minute rest between sets, so your body can get used to weightlifting. If the only weight you've ever lifted was your dick last night when you were on Pornhub, you don't want to hit the gym and start lifting heavy as fuck on day one, because it'll be bad for you. You should do compound lifts. This is the shit that hits multiple muscles. For example, bench press, deadlift, military press, squats. That's it. Once you've been lifting for a while, you want to up the intensity and start lifting heavier, doing anywhere from 5 to 8 reps per set. You also want to split up your schedule to hit 2 muscle groups a day. This is what my schedule looks like. Monday, chest and triceps. Wednesday, back and biceps. And Friday, shoulders and legs. Some people like to do 1 muscle group a day, and that's fine, but I'm going to recommend doing 2. The most important thing to keep in mind is that you want to hit about 12 sets per muscle group. So for the chest, you could do incline bench press, flat bench press, chest dips, each about 4 sets. Bonus tip, you only need to lift for 1 hour max each time. Being in the gym for 2 hours a day is pointless, especially for beginners and intermediates. Second, cardio. A lot of guys who lift don't do any cardio, but I like to do it for a couple of reasons. 1, burning calories through cardio is a lot more fun than eating 1 less meal each day. And 2, it's good for you to stay fit anyway. If you get winded running a half a mile, you're still going to look pretty stupid regardless of how good your six-pack is or how big your biceps are. During your first few months of lifting, I recommend doing cardio 3 days a week. After you lift, for about 20 to 30 minutes, just jog on the treadmill, do the elliptical, have sex with some hot girls, whatever you feel like doing. Switch it up and use it as an opportunity to try out different things. Now, once you've been working out for a while, you can ramp up the cardio. I like to do interval training, which is where you go fast and then slow in intervals. For example, if I'm on the treadmill, I put it up to the max speed and do that for about 20 seconds. Then I cut it down to a power walking speed and do that 40 to 60 seconds. And repeat that cycle 10 to 15 times. That's it. You can do it on a treadmill or outside or on the elliptical or on the bike or any machine other than the Stairmaster. I like to do this for 2 reasons. 1, it's a lot more fun. 2, it doesn't take up as much time. And 3, it allegedly burns a higher percentage of fat than regular cardio. Now, I say allegedly because some people disagree, but I've always had better results with intervals, so I recommend it. Just keep in mind that you should start intervals once you're already used to lifting, because it's a lot more intense than regular cardio, which means it can cut into your recovery. So if you're just starting out, you don't want to go too hard, or you can get injured. Third, diet. For your diet, all you really need to do is eat healthy shit. Don't make a big deal out of this. Just eat shit that you think is healthy, like vegetables, fruits, potatoes, rice, beans, and so on. And avoid the shit that you think is unhealthy, like candy, soda, Cheetos. You don't have to overcomplicate this. Take a general estimate of how many calories you eat right now. If you eat a pretty regular diet, it's probably about 2,000. If you eat 3 meals a day and you also pig out on snacks while you watch Netflix at 2 a.m., it's probably more like 2,500. Now, when you start working out, you want to put on muscle, so you're going to eat about 500 calories more than you usually do. As long as you work out hard, do your cardio, and eat clean, you're going to gain very little fat or no fat at all. So you don't need to worry about that. If you find yourself putting on fat, then don't even worry about it. It just means you're eating too much. So all you need to do is cut down on how much you're eating. And that's it. 3, if you're already fat and you want to lose fat, instead of adding 500 calories to your diet, just subtract 500 instead. It's simple. You don't have to count calories, just eyeball it. But if you feel like you're not seeing results fast enough and you want to do it, then go ahead, go for it. So that's pretty much it. In summary, lift 3 times a week at first, then progress to 5 times a week. Do intervals for cardio, eat 500 calories or more or 500 calories or less, depending on whether you're skinny or fat. I'm also going to write out the exact workouts that I did this week, as well as the full list of exactly what I ate below. So you don't have to follow up exactly. I'm just going to put it out there to show you what I do, so you get the basic idea. See how simple that shit is? Hey, want me to do another video about fat loss tips? Then comment below and let me know. And stay tuned for next week's video, how to dress well. Because once you have a nice body, you can complete the look by getting it into some nice clothes too.